So after looking at my reference image again, I decided I need to add some eyebrows and some eyeliner and some lines on the lips to kind of intensify the design. So what I am doing now is I'm trying to find the right brush, and oh, that's definitely not going to work. So since I can't quite find the right brush, I'm going to go back and I've decided to use the pen tool again. And I'm going to use the pen tool and draw me a precise eyebrow shape. So I know this is kind of scary, but I'm going to zoom in pretty big on my face, and I'm going to grab the pen tool, and I'm just going to kind of draw me some cartoon eyebrows. Again, if you want a curved shape, you click and drag and pull out the handles on the shape. If you want a regular point, you just click once and keep moving forward. The good news is if you don't like how the shape turns out, when you're done, you can come back and adjust the handles by using the Convert Point tool and change it up a little bit. So I'm not going to quite go Frida Kahlo with these eyebrows, but I am going to go quite dramatic. The good news is since eyebrows are the same, we can draw one and then make a copy of it and flip it and have the second one. So what I'm going to do is free transform this shape and make it just a tiny bit bigger, more exaggerated, since we're making this kind of photorealistic illustration that's kind of cartoony. So I'm going to duplicate the layer, then I'm going to go to Edit. This time I'm going to go to Transform and flip horizontal, and voila, I now have two eyebrows. So I might have to adjust this one a little bit since I'm not quite looking at the camera 100% straight on, but that's okay. There we go. You can have some fun with this. Again, I am labeling my layers. This is good practice, especially when you have a complicated file like this with many layers. Oh, that looks so much better with eyebrows on there. So now I kind of want to make my eyes pop a little bit more by adding an outline shape. I thought about coming in and painting on eyeliner, but since the eyebrow shape worked so good, I think I might just use it for eyeliner. So now I need to click on one of the eyebrow layers. I'm going to go to Layer, Duplicate, and then I need my Move tool. So I'm going to grab my Move tool, make sure I'm on the layer that I want, and I'm going to move and transform. Go to Edit, Free Transform, that eyebrow shape into eyeliner. And so I'm going to just rotate it and turn it a little bit and make it work so I don't have to draw another shape. And then the good news is once I have one, I can duplicate it and flip it again. Go to Edit, Transform, Flip Horizontal, and now I have two outlines that I can use. Moving it to the right place. Now we got it. And I want to make sure and rename my layers so I can keep track of them. And again, after you do anything major, you want to do Command S for save. We're nearly finished, but I feel like this is missing something important. So we're going to go back and look at the reference image again. And from that image, I can see that we need to add some flowers in the hair on the sugar skull. You can if you want. You can make yours however you want. I found a clip art image of a sunflower that I'd like to use in mine instead of poppies or roses. If I had more time, I'd add more details to this, but I'm going to do File, Place Embedded. I'm going to place that sunflower into my document and resize it. So I'm trying to decide how big to make this. I'm going to shrink it down, and when I get it to a size I think looks good, I'm going to click the check mark in the options bar and apply the changes. Not quite sure how many of these to add just yet. I also decided I thought about trying different colors for these, but I'm kind of getting way too many colors happening with this design, so I'm going to just stick with the colors that the clip art image was. So I think that looks pretty good, but I want to go ahead and add an outline to make it pop. And before I do that, I need to change the smart object to a rasterized object. I'm playing with my layers in the order that they are. I always like to keep my original images. Aha, here we go. I clicked on the layer with the flower, and I'm trying out different effects as far as outlines go to try to make it pop or blend in and help it unify. I think that looks pretty good. We'll go with that. Once I've got it how I like it, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate the layer once again by going to Layer, Duplicate Layer, and guess what? I'm going to transform it. I'm going to go to Edit, Free Transform, and move it. I could have also flipped it. That looks pretty good. This time I think I want to try 3 flowers to see what happens, just to mix it up, and also strategically to kind of cover up some of my messy brushwork at the top of the sugar skull. So I'm going to duplicate that one more time. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. Let's look at our reference image again. Looks like we're missing one important thing, and that's the stitches or the stitching design over the lips and the cheeks. So there's many different ways you can create this. I could copy it from an image and paste it, but my lip shapes are definitely different than the drawing lip shapes. So I've decided I'm just going to do this the old-fashioned way and grab a paintbrush and a tiny paintbrush and add a new layer and paint on the stitches. So this was kind of tricky. It took me a little while and I had to zoom in pretty close. I tried different angles of the stitches. When it didn't look good or if I didn't like it, I went and I grabbed my eraser tool and erased away the lines I didn't like and repainted them. If you want to be really precise with this, obviously you can use the pen tool and draw them and each stitch like we did on the outside of the skull or other parts. But again, I just wanted to make this fairly quick, so I'm going to use the paintbrush, change my opacity to 100. My paint is set at black, and I just am going to go for it and just paint. And then when I mess up, I'm just going to use the eraser tool and erase away the ones I don't like. I want to do some different curve shapes to add contour so this cartoon slash photo illustration doesn't look quite so flat. I wasn't sure whether to make these go all the way to the edge of the skull or to the edge of my lips, so I actually tried both options and tried a few different attempts at this. Again, this is tricky, especially if you're not using a mouse with Photoshop or a drawing tablet, because using your trackpad, it gets kind of tricky to paint small details like this. I'm getting kind of whimsical with my design, and I decided to go ahead and add a beauty mark because I actually do have a mole there, and I thought it would add a little personality to make it look a little bit more like me. Now that I'm looking at it, I feel like I need to add an outline shape for the bottom edge of my eyes. They're just hard to see, and I'm going to do this the good old-fashioned way just by putting some black paint, since I already have my paintbrush ready to go from making the stitches. I'm just going to paint a kind of a thick black eyeliner type line underneath my eyes, so when I activate all those layers, it really draws you into those flower shapes on the sugar skull. So I really roughed it in, and it looks like I need to do a little cleanup work now that I can see everything. I could be really precise with this and use the pen tool and take my time, but I've already put lots of time and hours into this, and I just kind of want to finish it. I'm going to add some drama and some cat eye flair to the tops of the eyes. Then I will show you what the final image turned out like. I've really had a lot of fun making this. It really tested my skills and helped me remember how to use all the tools in Photoshop instead of just the photography photo adjustments. I had to use shapes and drawing and painting and placing and rotating and blending modes. So I might even make another one of these images. I can't wait to see what you come up with yours. If you need help along the way, please ask me. And thanks for watching.